And if there's one thing we know about Trump and his merry band of sycophants, it's that their word is as good as gold. I mean, it is incredible at his age that Chuck Schumer is still able to bend over so far.
The Senate has spoken. After the longest government shutdown in U.S. history, Washington finally moved, not out of unity, but out of exhaustion. The bill to reopen the government passed. Federal workers will be paid. Flights will resume.
You work for us, Mr. President. We don't work for you. You work for us.
But behind the smiling faces and calm statements, a political war just got started. Donald Trump grinned from the Resolute Desk, calling it a great day for America. But insiders say that smile hides something else, a strategy already in motion.
So hear me, President Trump, when I say this. To get to any of us, you will have to get through all of us.
Trump didn't just survive the shutdown. He used it to pressure Democrats to reshape the healthcare fight, to remind America who still controls the stage. And while Trump smiled, President Biden stayed silent. No grand speeches, no fiery response, just silence. Strategic? Maybe, or maybe it was the quiet before something bigger. But not everyone stayed quiet. Jimmy Kimmel, the late-night host turned political firebrand, unleashed a blistering monologue that ripped through Washington like a shockwave.
This was not a good night for the president. Everything he touched was a loser. Trump hasn't been this embarrassed since he found out there was a Donald Trump Jr. But don't worry. If you're tired of
Trump's smiling because he shut down the government and somehow still thinks he's the hero, Kimmel said. The clip went viral within hours. Millions watched, millions shared. And suddenly, Kimmel wasn't just a comedian. He was part of the fight. Behind closed doors, Democrats are divided. Some furious that 8 of their own crossed the aisle to back Trump's deal. Others relieved the shutdown is finally over. Meanwhile, Republicans celebrate, but cautiously. Because they know the next fight isn't over money. It's over control. Trump's grin. Biden's silence. Kimmel's fury.
For 1,000 years, communism has not worked. Communism, or the concept of communism, has not worked. I tend to doubt it's going to work this time.
3 men, 3 messages, each shaping America's narrative in their own way. And tomorrow, the House votes. Speaker Mike Johnson is under pressure. Trump's allies are watching, and if this deal falls apart, the government could be thrown right back into chaos. So the question now isn't whether Washington reopens, it's who really won the shutdown war. Because when comedians become commentators and silence speaks louder than words, something in America has changed forever. The clip spread like wildfire. By midnight, Jimmy Kimmel's takedown of Donald Trump had racked up over 40 million views. But this time, the laughter wasn't just for entertainment, it was for impact.
I am not happy with you. You will have a negative mark, at least in my mind, against your record if you want to leave service in the near future. Please do not hesitate to do so with no payment or severance of any kind. We would also like to extend that offer to you, Mr. President.
Imagine celebrating the end of a shutdown you caused, Kimmel said, pacing across his stage. That's like setting your house on fire and throwing yourself a parade for putting it out. The audience roared. But inside the West Wing, no one was laughing. Sources say Trump was furious. Not because of the shutdown, but because Kimmel's jokes landed harder than his speeches. At 2 a.m., Trump fired off a message on Truth Social. Jimmy Kimmel, lowest rated, least funny, fake comedian. Should stick to bedtime jokes. Government's open, America's winning. This is what Trump calls winning. The crowd went silent. For the first time, even his viewers felt the weight. By dawn, hashtags flooded social media. Not Kimmel vs. Trump, Silent Biden, not Shutdown Showdown. And in Washington, one thing became clear. The shutdown may be ending, but the war for America's narrative had just begun.
Reaching out to him?
I would say he should reach out to us.
Is there a deal that can be made to end this government shutdown in your mind?
Well, I think the Democrats have become radicalized. I think, this never happened before. They always extend.
As the shutdown fallout deepened, America turned on their TVs, and there he was. Jimmy Kimmel, standing center stage, suit sharp, eyes locked on the camera. "Good evening, America," he said, smirking. The government's closed, Trump's grinning, and Biden's, well, taking a nap. So, once again, it's up to me to explain why your paycheck might not show up this week? The audience laughed, but not for long. Kimmel rolled the clip. A leaked recording, senators whispering in a Capitol hallway, debating whether to let the shutdown continue until the public blames Biden completely. Then came the bombshell. Kimmel turned serious. "I'm not a politician," he said. "But if this recording is real, someone's playing a much bigger game. And it's not about budgets, it's about control." The crowd fell silent. The White House scrambled to issue a statement. And for the first time, Trump broke his silence on the issue, with a grin that said it all. The question now wasn't who caused the shutdown, it was who planned it. Midnight, every channel, every phone, every headline, one question. Who leaked the Kimmel File? The White House said nothing. Biden's team had gone completely dark. Trump, meanwhile, posted one cryptic Truth Social message at 6:01 a.m. "They thought they were laughing at me. Turns out I was the punchline writer all along." Within minutes, Kimmelgate was trending worldwide. Reporters camped outside his studio. The network issued a temporary suspension, but insiders whispered it wasn't Kimmel they were really investigating. It was someone bigger, someone inside the West Wing. And then, one more leak. A 17-second security clip from a restricted hallway in the White House basement. A man walking alone, face hidden under a baseball cap, holding a folder marked "Shutdown Script, Final Draft." The video ends right before he looks up, right before the camera cuts out. And now everyone's asking the same thing. Was this just politics? Or something scripted from the very start? Because if what comes next is true, then this shutdown wasn't the end. It was the beginning.